Alright, welcome YouTube world. This is fun. It's like a video that's gonna get like 2 views, but hey, better to show my expertise to the world and keep it to just myself, alright? So, fuck man, I don't even know what to talk about, bro. There's just so much to talk about, but let's just do this, yeah? So, I've been having meetings with very high level executive people in the dental world because that's where my new consulting business is based in. Like, it's in the dental world of things. Dental, by the way, I don't know if you can understand my accent. Dental, like in healthcare. And pretty much, I've actually had people within dental already being asking me like, wow, like how are you closing, brokers in dental, like practice brokers pretty much. And like, how are you closing people that work in private equity and like high level firms, in the space. And one thing that's really come to mind myself is coming from a curiosity point of view. I feel like so many people very often when they're selling, they come in with like, oh, I need to say this, I need to say that, or like this, that. Or even coming in with a list of questions. Like, here's the thing, I always come in with a list of questions and like, I always obviously prepare for my meetings, like with notes and stuff and potential things to ask or talk about. But man, like when you're on a call and it's high stakes, you need to be in the present. You need to be focused because otherwise they're going to be saying crucial things that you could pick up on to ask about or to talk about. And if you're not focused on what they're actually saying and actually focusing in the present, in the moment, in the call, bro, you're going to be up in your head. You're going to be stressing. Oh my God, what am I going to say next? Bro, it's not the way to go. Like what I've really come to realize is my best calls, my most successful calls, the clients I've already closed, I did it by literally not focusing on the sale or focusing on selling, focusing on making sure, can I actually help this person? Can I actually help this person? And not just can I, but like, how well can I help this person? Like, how good can I help this person? Like, how exactly will I and can I help this person? And then through finding out those things through curiosity, by asking questions and actually digging deep, the crazy part is that they sell themselves. So all of a sudden, it doesn't matter who you're talking to, bro. If you're actually present and you're asking good questions and like, you're actually focused on what's happening in the call, all of a sudden, bro, hear me out. I'm now about to be 22 years old. I've had now probably about 30 calls and I've closed 5 people. Now that's not to say my close ratio is 5 to 30. No. Because a lot of those calls were just general networking, getting to know different people and stuff. But overall, my point is early on in my business, I'm already actually doing really well and having high caliber conversations. What was I going to say? Well, bro, like the reason I've been able to sell and close is because I'm coming at it from a point of curiosity. And now I know what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, and by the way, again, this channel for now is just extremely raw and unedited. Like, bro, I'm not going to be doing any of that editing and all that fake bullshit. No. I don't got time for that, all right? Like, let me just say this real quick. A lot of people on social media, man, they're faking it to you making it, bro. Like just saying, all right? And look, this is not to say later on my videos won't be like proper and edited and stuff. Like, I'll probably hire a little team later on. For now, it's just not a priority. That's my point, okay? These are very informal, raw, founder to founder, legit, authentic videos. What I was going to say before, though, was nobody has asked me, like, what's your, what degree do you have? Or like, are you a dentist? Or have you consulted in dental groups before? No, none of that matters. Bro, my background, if you saw my initial, Hello World video, the video I posted before this one, my background is consulting in tech startups. Like, that has nothing to do with healthcare, nothing to do with dental, much less to do with dental, nothing. And yet, purely because of how I conduct myself with the questions that I'm asking and the understanding that I have so far, of course, of the business through just experience in terms of exposure to the business. I've now been running this business for 4 months now, like completely embedded myself in it, like mentally and time-wise. These people, they treat me seriously because they can tell that I know what I'm talking about and asking about. So I guess my point is, man, like, specialized knowledge is what matters most. That's probably the advice that I would say. It's like so many people often are learning things for the sake of it through random books or random courses or even random college degrees, university degrees. Be really intentional with what you learn. When I first started this business, I had some people telling me, like, you should probably get a university degree before you start. It's like, what for? Like being an entrepreneur, like, here's the thing. This channel is for entrepreneurs, okay? Like, people that want to run businesses. And my personal experience and advice is like, dude, you can boil it down to as simple as business is literally just finding a problem and solving it. And as long as you can legitimately actually solve the problem with the given tools and resources and methodology that you currently have, well then that's all that matters. I don't even need glasses right now. I'm not. Yeah. You don't even. I kind of feel weird without them. Let me just finish the video. You just need very specialized knowledge. Okay. So yeah, for the two of you that are watching this video right now, I would say, yeah, man, just be really, really ruthless and intentional with where you spend your time in terms of learning. I would say never stop learning. You always need to keep learning. Like with my previous business, the one that I generated millions of dollars in the crypto one, my biggest mistake was initially I was learning a lot through books and stuff and like applying it to the business. But then once it got to a point where the business was exploding, the level of learning that I was doing simultaneously pretty much dropped to zero. And this isn't to say that on a conscious basis I got all cocky and I was like, oh, I'm on top of the world, like I'm the best, I don't need to learn more, I know everything. No, it wasn't that. It's just one time, like as your business is exploding, getting bigger and bigger, you have less time for other stuff, right? So that was one of the reasons I was learning less. Two, because everything's going great on the surface and you're making a lot of money, you think like on a, I think subconscious level that it's like, what do you need to learn more for if you're doing really well? Now that's not necessarily something arrogant. I mean, yes, sometimes people are on a conscious basis. They literally are just arrogant like, nah, I don't need to know anything. No. Sometimes it's just by accident. You don't even realize it. So my thoughts and advice to you is, as you're getting bigger and bigger and growing in something, you need to simultaneously be, feeding the engine that's actually, causing that growth. Because if you're not, if you're driving a really fast car and you don't keep putting petrol in it, I don't fucking know what analogy to tell you, but if you don't do both at the same time, bro, eventually there's going to be a misbalance between the state of your business in this context. Oh, me asustaste. No estoy en reunión, estoy filmando un video de contenido rapidito.
El aire ese que está caliente en tu oficina. ¿Te lo prendo?
No, estoy bien, estoy bien. Yeah, I speak Spanish, by the way, because I didn't say. No, todo bien. So yeah, I told you this would be a raw video, so no editing, no random stuff. Oh man, she got scared, and that was my auntie. She walked in, she was like, oh, she thought I was on a meeting for work. That was hilarious. Oh my god. See, if I was a famous like YouTuber, that would get clipped and go viral everywhere. Oh my god. Anyway, so fuck, I was really cooking as well, eh? What was I saying? Okay, if there's misalignment between how much output you're doing versus how much input you're feeding in the sense of like learning, like let me explain it this way. Like Alex Hormozi, okay? If you're an entrepreneur, you're watching this business owner, you probably know who Alex Hormozi is. There's a good chance you do. He recently put out a roadmap of pretty much $0 to $100 million, like 10-stage roadmap of like each different stage along the way to getting there. And I think a good example of the point I'm trying to make is that as you grow, you need to change and do things. Like one thing that works at one given stage is not going to work at a later stage. So for example, with my previous business, the stuff that I was doing initially would work, but then once it got to a later stage when I was making way more money, certain things stopped working. So I'll give you a really quick example. To get to the point where you're making millions of dollars, for example, in that game that I was doing previously of trading, investing in smaller caps, like small cap investments, right? You need to be very aggressive initially with the risk that you take on. You need to like take on a very large amount of risk to get that reward. The thing is, as you build a portfolio and get bigger and bigger and bigger, that strategy stops working as much. It's not as optimal anymore. It's too risky, simply put. Like there's only so much you should be investing in. So my problem was, I had learnt through years of work, the more I invest and the more risk on I do, the more money I'll make. What ended up happening is that mindset kept on getting me to just stay invested and never transfer any of my investments out to other assets. Like literally all of my assets were within crypto. I never thought to say, wait a second, like, all right, my portfolio is $2 million right now, $2 million. I should probably take out a certain percentage into other assets. No, because in my mind and subconsciously, it was like, why would you change things when what you've been doing for years is what's made you all the success? There's two things that can happen to prevent that. One, experience and you just don't do it again. Or two, from learning. But it's like, learning doesn't necessarily mean just hearing advice from somebody. Sometimes learning needs to be, you really, really need to learn things. And like, again, there's many different ways to learn. It doesn't just have to be experience or someone telling you something. Bro, reading a book, man, I'd probably say reading a book or experience, man, or maybe like advice from somebody that's already been in that position before. because if not, the brain struggles to learn from somebody if that's not the case. But obviously, you want to learn from other people's mistakes, right? But bro, like, for example, back then, if I had been reading a book that was explaining how throughout the stages of business, you need to change your approach and change your strategy, and you can't just always keep doing the same, just stuff of that nature, right? If simply put, I just kept learning instead of just only doing, very big chance that I wouldn't have fucked up as much as I did, you know? So yeah, man, anyway, the reason I actually wanted to make this video, that's already 10 minutes long and I'll wrap up, is because, yeah, I just had a few meetings for the new Drae Consulting. Ooh, that's the name of the business. I said it. Okay, well, now it's docked. Now you know it. So I said in the previous video, I didn't want to talk about it yet, but fuck it, there you go. So yeah, the business I have is called Drae Consulting. You can search it up on LinkedIn and see what I'm doing there. For now, I have a small team. You know what? That's a lie. I don't even need to lie because I don't need to lie. Like, this is a video going to public. It's right. Pretty much, I used to have a virtual assistant that was helping me with some stuff. Like, she was from the Philippines. I got her off Upwork. She was helping me with a lot of admin work. But she actually recently quit. She quit about 3 weeks ago. I wasn't even using it on a regular basis because pretty much she had built a bunch of stuff for me many months ago. And then I stopped needing her services pretty much because I had pretty much everything under control. I'd starting to use AI a lot more. Long story short, bro, like, I made a tweet on this the other day. Like, the flex used to be how many staff you had. Now the flex is like, how little staff do you have? That's the flex nowadays. You used to flex like, oh, I have like 200 staff, bro. Now it's, you know, how streamlined and how automated and efficient and how low is your overhead, you know? And so, yeah, like, I don't even need to flex like, oh, I have a team. No, who the fuck wants a team? Who wants to pay for overhead when you can have AI and stuff do things for you? You know, so yeah, over the past week, I've built out a lot of infrastructure and automations and workflows and so much shit using AI and literally just Claude. Like, I've connected Claude to my CRM, which I use HubSpot for that. I've connected Claude to my notes, which is on Notion. I've connected Claude to my calendar, it can actually connect to your iMessages. Claude can connect to like your text messages. How nuts is that? Yeah. It can like read all of your chats and send messages for you. It's pretty nuts. What else can it do that I'm doing? Oh, I've connected it to my email. Yeah, just the business stuff that I've been using, you know. Unfortunately, can't connect to LinkedIn directly or WhatsApp. But yeah, man, like, business is going well, man. I've closed 5 partners now. Pretty much 5 brokers. In other videos, I'll get deep into the nitty gritty of what my business is, how it works. But like, this is an early stage business, man, you know. I've closed 5 brokers, but the first engagement that I'm doing with all of them, like the first work I'm doing with all of them, is at no cost, you know. That's just to prove myself and establish myself with them. And then after that, everything else will be paid from then onwards. So I'm like a month or 2 away from like making revenue. Like, I'm very, very, very close. Because I need to get the free engagements out the way, you know. A little tip, by the way, never say the word free. Say like, depends who your market is. Like, in my case, it's more premium, high tier stuff. So like if you're a consumer, yeah, you can say free. That's probably better. But in my case, I say no cost. You know, I'm dealing with high level shit, so I say at no cost. It just sounds better. You know, it sounds way more valuable than, oh, free. But yeah, man, that's a tricky thing about starting a new channel when you haven't done this shit before. It's like, you don't even know what to talk about, man. Again, I'm doing this. Let me just repeat what I said in the previous video, okay? If you're still watching this. I created this channel, for one, to inspire other entrepreneurs to do what they want to do and follow their dreams and like create value in the world and make a lot of money off of it. 2, well, on that note, bro, I think it's amazing being an entrepreneur. I think it's amazing being a business owner, especially if it's like something that you can do from anywhere in the world. I mean, that's the thing. I've always been intentional to be doing work that I can do from anywhere in the world, you know? Like, I'm in Miami right now, you know. I think it's really cool to be able to do work from anywhere in the world. And yeah, don't mind that treadmill, by the way. I'm in like a garage setup thing of my auntie. Yeah. Not a millionaire like I used to be, but soon I will be a millionaire again. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. So to inspire entrepreneurs. Secondly, I'm making content because I think it's kind of fun. Like, why not? I've been making journal videos for years, and now I realize, why make them for my own private use when I could just be giving it to the world, you know, like instead of just giving value to myself, it'd be cool if even just another person could. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want just one or two other people to like learn from all this and benefit from this. I think them as many people as possible, but like that shit takes time, bro. A lot of people on social media, they take years to get to that point, and for me, social media is not the focus at all. Anyway, that's why I'm recording like this on a very casual fucking. This is whatever, bro. You know, but end of the day, real value is not fancy graphics and fancy editing, bro. Real value is just taking learning lessons and advice and just applying it. And frankly, that's one thing that throughout my life I haven't done as much as I should have in regards to like I guess more personal advice, I'd say. In regards to books, I tend to be really, really rigorous with taking advice from books and applying it, and like feedback loops, you know, learning stuff from that's working on the business and then applying it more and more. But anyway, what else? Why else do I want to make content? Oh yeah, because building in public's sick. Like imagine how sick it'll be. Just like, you know, bro, at this rate the business is moving, even 1 month from now, I'll be really, really interested to see what's happening 1 month from now. Because this business every single month, like things are getting crazier and crazier and crazier. So I'm literally curious what's gonna happen next week. You know, in fact tomorrow, I've like one of the biggest meetings of the business so far is tomorrow. I'm pretty much having a meeting with a DSO, which means a dental service organization. Which is pretty much, bro, just read into it. I don't have time right now to explain it. But pretty much I'm having a call with one of the largest in like America and Canada, pretty much. I don't want to like get too specific. I don't want to say names and stuff like that. Just out of habit. I'm not really supposed to like be talking too much about like specific details like that. But yeah, I'm having a huge meeting with one of them that has hundreds of practices and, you know, hundreds of practices. And they're interested to see if they could potentially work with me in one way or another. I'm not necessarily going to close them. And honestly, again, as part of what I was talking about before, which is curiosity and really coming from a value point of view, I'm not concerned about closing them. I'm concerned about seeing what are they currently doing right now? Where are the gaps in that process? What are the gaps of that actually worth? Like, does it actually matter or not? Like, how much does it really matter? Is it feasible to actually solve? How so? Can I do it with my existing business? And there you go. Like that's the methodology, man. It's not coming with, I'm gonna tell them all these things and tell them about my features and benefits and like, nah, bro. Like selling is like, you have to actually care, you know, and not caring like, I care about you, but no, caring like from a business point of view, like shit, like does the numbers make sense? Does the ROI make sense? Is this worth both of our time? Is this, you know what I mean? Getting down to fucking basics, bro. You know, and that's how at an early stage, at a young age, from someone that's a complete outsider to healthcare and dental, I'm already fucking closing brokers and closing clients. So let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Alright, this is the end of the video, 18 minutes. If you watched till this far, bro, like honestly, these are gonna get like 1 or 2 views initially, I already know. But it's alright, I'm doing this for myself. And then over time people will watch, potentially, and we'll see. But over time in other videos, I'll show like my LinkedIn and stuff that I'm doing and learning, like I'll be really careful with what I show on my screen because, frankly, I have a lot of intellectual property on my notes and just my methodology and pretty much everything, you know. And it's an early stage business too. So, yeah, man, enjoy. And I hope you guys enjoy getting to know me. If you don't know me already and are new to the channel, like and subscribe, baby. Nah, this is crazy. Why am I doing a YouTube channel, bro? I'm not even bored as well. Like, I'm really busy with this business. But I figured, may as well just, you know... You feel me? Type shit. Anyway, alright. See you later.